One is whenever I was in a sales presentation and in selling life insurance, it's a you want to go through a presentation because it's an emotional purchase. So you have to have the person into this sort of state. People don't just maybe now, but not in the 80s. People don't just walk around saying, "Hey, I want to get a life insurance policy." But what would happen is if somebody, I felt like this sale was slipping away, I would start picturing in my mind while I'm talking, while I'm listening, I would visualize the person signing the check. That was very, very interesting to me because it did work and I didn't really understand why. But there's three parts of it. One is I calmed down, so there was no anxiety. And if you're in sales, business, whatever, even as a leader, you know that sometimes that vibe, if you're anxious, you give off that vibe, and then it becomes harder for you to make the case because you're starting to close in. You don't see the possibilities. Visualizing, I'm opening myself up to more possibilities. And rather than going down this path of stalls and objections and using the same procedures that have always worked, I opened up and maybe picked up something that maybe I was missing, and I would go down that path. It's the relaxing and changing the vibe between the two of us. It's the picking up on other options that could work. And then the third one, these mirror neurons, is how we experience empathy. It's why when somebody yawns, other people start yawning. That's the mirror neurons. If you and I are talking and I raise my hand, the areas of my brain that light up also light up in your brain, even though you don't move your hand. And that was powerful. Now, they're still studying this. Is not a lot known about it. But going back to that life insurance and visualizing them signing the check, my guess is that the mirror neurons came into play, and then there was some empathy because they knew I was making a sale not for me but for them, protecting the family.